forward, 8th year, Jim Jones. From UCLA, 6'6" forward, 6th year, Jamal Wilkes. The trainer of the Lakers is Jack Curran. The assistant coach, Pat Riley, and a homecoming for the head coach, the former coach at LaSalle, Paul Westhead. The referees for today's game, Gerald Gerritsen, Ed Rush, and Bob Rakel. And now, ladies and gentlemen, the Eastern Conference champion, Philadelphia 76ers. Injured star unable to play, ladies and gentlemen. Let's have a warm welcome for Doug Collins. From Marquette, 6'8" forward, fine young rookie Bernard Toon. Seattle, 6'3" guard, first year, Clint Richardson. From UCLA, 6'1" guard, 8th year, Henry Bibby. From North Carolina, 6'9" forward, 6th year, marvelous Bobby Jones. Duke, 6'6" guard, rookie Jim Spinarco. From Toledo, all around 6'8" forward, the fine veteran Steve Mix. Now the 76ers starters from Arizona State, 6'3" guard, 4th year, Lionel Hollins. Texas State, 6'1" guard, 2nd year, Maurice Cheeks. From Evans High School, Orlando, Florida, 6'11" center, Chocolate Thunder, Daryl Dawkins. From Albany State, 7' forward, 7th year, Caldwell Jones. Massachusetts, 6'6" forward. Here comes the doctor, Julius Erving. The trainer for the 76ers is Al Domenico. The assistant coach is Chuck Daly, and the head man, Billy Cunningham. Now, ladies and gentlemen, the national anthem performed today by Grover Washington, Jr. set now to begin the third game of this NBA World Championship Series. And Hot Rod and Russ, as we prepare now to start it, let me ask both of you about the Spencer Haywood move. What you think? Will it affect the Lakers? Could it harm them in this situation? Or did the club have to do it to band together? Hot Rod, let me start with you.
I think, first of all, they may have done something that they didn't want to do immediately. You know, it became maybe in an argument in the locker room or whatever, and they made a decision that now they've got to go with. But I don't think that it's going to hurt Kareem as far as being a backup to him. He is very capable of playing 48 minutes if he has to, and I don't think that playing back-to-back is going to hurt the Lakers or Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
Bill Russell, how about you?
Well, the situation would seem that they weren't playing him very much anyway. And so it's just a matter of doing more of the same things they were doing before. I think he only played 2 minutes the last game. And so 2 minutes is not a lot of minutes. It's unfortunate that happens in a championship series, something like that. But it's something that appears to have been coming on for quite a while.
Kareem brings the Lakers out. And the Lakers, having lost the second game by 3 points after winning the opener by 7. And as Hot Rod pointed out, we will turn around in less than 24 hours and start Game 4 between these two teams tomorrow. Then the series returns to the Forum in Los Angeles Wednesday night. And, of course, we will start out there at 8:30 p.m. on the West Coast. Here we are now ready to start Game 3. Darryl Gerritsen and Ed Rush are checking to see that the cables are back far enough, that the photographers are not too close to the end line, and then we will be underway, waiting to see exactly how Paul Westhead and the Lakers counter against the big move that was made by Billy Cunningham, of course, when he took Darryl Dawkins away from Kareem in the early going. We should point out that for about 12 minutes, Darryl had to go up against Kareem when Caldwell Jones was off because of a foul problem, did fine. Tap control by the Lakers. 32, the rookie, Magic Johnson, covers up, and now they are going to work the first time. Into Kareem. Jamal cuts through. Hook, the first shot is in.
That's the very same way he started the game Wednesday night. Now, the key guys, I think, for both clubs, the key guy for the Lakers has got to be Norm Nixon. Now, you know that Kareem's going to give you an outstanding performance no matter what, because he's probably one of the most consistent players at a high level of efficiency in the league.
Magic Johnson on that trip down the floor, and
there is the key.
That's a mismatch, Brent. Darryl, that's very encouraging for him to hit his first shot.
Now, I don't think that anyone besides Kareem can guard Darryl Dawkins inside.
As Kareem was muscling in, offensive foul on Abdul-Jabbar is the call.
He had perfect position. Caldwell Jones shut him up, and Kareem wanted to back him in. Very tough play to make.
The Lakers are very conscious of Maurice Cheeks. He hit his first 8 shots in Game 2. Nixon was picking him up in the backcourt. Dawkins' second shot is short. Caldwell Jones' jump hook is off. And Kareem to the defensive rebound. And here is Norm Nixon for the Lakers.
Now that's... As I tried to talk to you before the game, Brent, Norm Nixon, when he has a certain body attitude, it's hard to explain, but you can look at him and see the way he's going to play, because it's very obvious physically he's in a different posture. He's almost in that posture now when he's playing his best. I say almost because the intensity is not there yet.
And that was Norman's first foul. And again, as we pointed out, they're going to be extremely conscious of Maurice Cheeks.
You know, Cheeks had 11 out of 13, Brent, in a game, hitting that first 9 shots. And I think it affected Norm Nixon. He was 4 out of 13.
The doctor. Taken off by the Lakers. Jimmy Jones hits Nixon. Just slows it up, comes over to the left now. And Jamal Wilkes, who is 9 of 23 and 9 of 20 in the first 2 games, comes through with 7 seconds on the shot clock. It'll be Magic Johnson dishing off, and he came down the baseline and drew the foul.
The 76ers will make you learn to pass off when you penetrate, because they have probably more shot blockers that are consistent shot blockers than any team in the league. They have 4 guys that can send it back.
That time, Magic should have taken a shot, Brent. He had the man beaten on the baseline, but he passed off when he heard the whistle. So the Lakers get it back instead of 2 free throws.
Nixon wants Kareem. Hook. And he's 2 of 2 with that hook shot out of the middle. Free throws have been a difference in the first two games. A 43 to 21 point advantage by Philadelphia.
I think you'll notice two things. You take Julius Erving and Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. When they get the ball, they are very deliberate at most of the times because they are so aware of what they're doing and so confident in their ability that they just take their time and set the guy up to do what they want to do.
Caldwell Jones with 2 seconds on the shot clock. That's why he put it up from outside. Now Johnson. Unders down for the Lakers. Dishes to Wilkes inside. The advantage of having Magic pull down a defensive rebound is that he can dribble it down the length of the floor and then spot the open man. There's no waste of time.
That time he really weaved his way. He did not put it on with a burst of speed, and he waited for Wilkes. Excellent execution on the break.
Dawkins had it knocked away by Magic. And now Magic pumps down to the middle. He's got a 3-on-2 advantage, and he'll go to Norm Nixon. So it is Magic Johnson now who has taken charge of the Laker attack, and Billy Cunningham will use a timeout.
Yeah, but that's two things have happened. Jamal Wilkes and Norm Nixon have both gotten themselves free for good shots, and they're off to a good start. And when those two guys get off to a good start, the Lakers get off to a good start. 10-2 Lakers.
And the Sports Spectacular will start at 1 p.m. tomorrow, prior to the 4th game of our championship series, which gets underway at 3 p.m. tomorrow. So the Sports Spec at 1, and then we'll be right back here in Philadelphia for the 4th game.
Now, Paul Westhead made an adjustment, just like Billy C did after the first game. He's put Kareem on Caldwell Jones, who is not a good outside shooter, and he doesn't worry about him shooting inside. Now, Billy C, as he said before the game, he's going to send Dale Dawkins inside. Now we have to see how that's going to work for him.
And that puts the pressure on number 9, Jones, who will pick up Dawkins high to set a high screen, and it goes against the Sixers offense.
Pretty good defense by Jones moving out there to midcourt. He forced that charge. Also, Brendan, will take away pressure from Kareem Abdul-Jabbar guarding Caldwell Jones. You won't have to worry as much about getting in foul trouble.
Now, the difference, you say, putting the pressure on Jim Jones, but what other adjustments will Philadelphia have to make to be effective with Daryl Dawkins inside if they wanted to have him outside?
Magic, a little bit too much English loose. Taken down by the rookie. And on the interception, here's the doctor. Gets it to Cheeks. Lakers back on defense, and Maurice hits his first shot from the perimeter. And that is their first field goal since Dawkins opened up. They'd missed 4.
Key defensive play by Julius Erving. You know, he does a lot of things. A lot of people think that when they think about Julius Erving, they think about his scoring.
Now, there is one thing that Wilkes has not shown us too much, putting the ball on the floor. When he was young with Golden State, he'd take that step and get inside. He's been shooting from the perimeter. Now, because he's in a slump, like a smart basketball player, he simply shortens up that stroke a little bit and gets inside. On the miss, off to the side, and here's Nixon. So Jamal has added a twist. Nixon to the lead, and here's Jones, wants it back. He was in too far after he caught it, and the Sixers come back. Maurice Cheeks has got Doctor on the left and Hollins on the right. Hollins down the baseline, wanted to send it across to the Doctor. Away, and we're going to have the foul call.
Here's a shot again from overhead view. Down on the baseline right. Driving the baseline is Cheek. I had a ball knocked free. We got a foul on the play, but not in the act of shooting. Philadelphia ball.
First foul on Magic Johnson, 2 team fouls on the Lakers, and 1 on the Sixers. Julius will send it to the corner, and Lionel Hollins will take the shot. Coming out, and the Sixers are off to a cold start here at home. Nixon coming in the middle against Cheeks, and Dawkins got a piece on the ball. Dawkins off now to Lionel Hollins, who's back on Kareem. He brings it up and missed the shot again. Abdul-Jabbar now is off to Nixon. So the Sixers are just cold. They're getting their shots.
That's a very smart shot there, because if he had challenged Kareem, I think he would have blocked it, but he pulled up, wisely took the jumper.
He traveled. Magic took the step inside and traveled. So 12-4, Lakers lead it. 7 minutes to go, first period.
In the first 2 games of the series, both teams have over-defensed the stars. They doubled Julius Erving up. He's a great passer. Kareem's a great passer, and he's been able, when they double him, to get the ball off.
Caldwell up to the Doctor. Comes in on Jamal, goes to the jump shot, and Jones rebound. Off to Magic. Jamal breaks through. There's Kareem on the follow, and he missed the layup coming through on the alley-oop. Hollins back for the Sixers. Off to the Doctor.
Well, that's a turnaround. That's a 4-point play. That's an easy one that Kareem missed. And Julius gets it right back.
Lead is 6, Los Angeles. Series tied, victory apiece. High lob, Kareem deflected. Julius with his second steal. Julius behind his back to Cheeks with a fantastic pass. Julius left everybody on the floor and hit the open man.
And he did a tight rope walk to get over the defensive man. Look at that pass. Unbelievable. Perfect timing. He's already come up with about 3 steals here in the early part of the first quarter.
Making it 12-8. Lakers send it cross now to Magic. Into Kareem. He'll use the turnaround against the double team. And Jamal had it slapped away goaltending by Caldwell Jones. Put it down.
Now, they call that goaltending, but that was a good block. Not that it was not goaltending, but it'll make the guys think whenever they're inside. And that's a really good, that's an advantage. If you can have that guy inside shooting, thinking about whether the shot's going to get blocked or not, sometimes you don't even have to block him. Or you don't even have to be there.
Cheeks again. Performing brilliantly in this championship series.
Say 90% of his field goals have been on outside shots.
Cross to Jamal, maneuvers, dishes to Jones, double team. And a foul. In behind him was Julius Erving. And the Doc picks it up. That's the first on Irving, and we got 2 team fouls apiece. And Jones, because he was shooting, will step up to the free throw line. And Michael Cooper checks in, and Nixon will go out. Cooper will be in the backcourt with Magic Johnson.
I like what Paul Westhead said at the top of the show, Brent, that Magic can play like 9 positions, and Cooper's another one. That really creates a defensive problem for Philadelphia at times, the way they manipulate the players from position to position.
You know, that's Rod, and the fact that he's got 2 guys that he plays at 2 or 3 different positions, as you say, is really, in a series, is an advantage, because you got guys that they don't have to sit around very much. They're always in the flow of the game.
Lakers on the turnover, force it, and here's Magic.
Now, so what I mean is, like, Nixon will probably not get a chance to really get cold.
Magic dishes to Cooper. Crowd wanted traveling. Too much spin, and Jones for the offensive rebound and a chance for the 3-point play. Russ, I thought that Jim Jones played better in the second game than he had throughout the Seattle series and in the first game. Did you notice that?
Yes, he plays. He's been playing a lot better, and I think one of the reasons is Philadelphia is not one of the really physical teams. They don't, every time they hit you, really try to make you know you've been hit.
I think his minutes have improved too, Brent. He's got more confidence, and he's playing better off that offensive board, like that play, and he completes a 3-pointer with that free throw.
Sixers to the attack with Cheeks. Cooper will try to shut him down. That will be his purpose. Here's Cheeks is steaming. And on the throw inside to Dawkins, he was fouled.
Here's your play again. A beautiful overhead look. As a pass came in down low, they doubled up, and it's Jones from the right side. That's called for the loose ball foul. Philadelphia ball.
Cheeks goes to the doctor. Out of bounds, it'll go over. Now, when Julius is double-teamed, as the Lakers have been doing, notice how the offense of the Sixers will spread out about a foot or 2 more than normal. That's an adjustment that Billy C. made in practice in Los Angeles. He wants the man to have to retreat a little bit further. Cheeks specifically, he wants open. Caldwell Jones off now for the Sixers. Hollins leads to the doctor. Doctor is cut off, gets it over to Cheeks, who moves it to Hollins. Kareem stepped out. And it's Jamal Wilkes to the dribble. Kareem is ahead of him. And there's Kareem underneath now. They did not pick up the defense when the 76ers retreated. Hollins was calling for Cheeks to get back, and he didn't seem spotted.
And Wilkes almost kept that ball one play too long. He finally got it to Kareem, who was way out in front.
Now, at this point, one thing that's happened to the 76ers is they're not getting the guys shooting if they weren't shooting. He made that, but that's not who you want shooting from out there.
That's for sure.
Now, they would rather have, between Cheeks and Hollins, they would rather have Hollins shooting the outside shot.
Russ, I think they're going to have to take that shot against Kareem.
I realize they're going to have to take that shot, but you can pick who's going to take it. You still have that option.
Because Daryl Dawkins, with the outside shot in game 2, Kareem was slipping out a little bit further in that third period. Now, if Caldwell simply stays inside, you've got Kareem there to clean up all the rebounds, don't you?
Well, that's not what I'm talking about. Caldwell can go outside, and taking 1 or 2 of those shots, just enough to try to keep Kareem Ramos honest. But he does not want to be the guy that's going to take a great percentage of those shots. You'd rather have Cheeks and Irving shooting those kind of shots.
High arch with the doctor sitting down on Billy C's bench, and that means that the magnificent Bobby Jones checks in.
Right you are. And Henry Bibby also in at a guard, Brent.
Bobby Jones may be the first player off the bench to deserve serious consideration as the most valuable player in a playoff in a long, long time. He did it against Atlanta, Boston, and he's still performing well against the Lakers. Long time to go to payoff, though, however, in this series. Bibby, who's checked in, coming up on the rebound now, pumps it down for the Sixers. Move to the left, and here's Cheeks trying to come down the baseline. Goes to Bobby Jones, and his first shot rejected, a left-handed jump hook. Nixon now to the attack for L.A. Knocked away by Maurice Cheeks, and Cheeks has got control again for the Sixers. 6 turnovers by the Lakers, and Dawkins hits the roll-in.
He used his body on that play all the way. Daryl Dawkins right to the basket and challenged. Beautiful feed. Watch Kareem come over. Dawkins leaned in, protected the ball with the left side of his body, and got the layup.
Cooper on the far sideline. Sends it to Kareem, who's sandwiched. They go back to Cooper. And that will change the Sixers' approach because he has been cold the first couple of games.
There's certain guys that have to shoot a minimum. Now, Cooper does not have to shoot a lot to be effective, but he makes it so much better for a team if he can hit a couple shots out there.
Loose, Jones got it back, and a spinner missed him. Dawkins cleaned up on the other side. Abdul-Jabbar going backdoor to Jamal. Pretty play as he came down that left baseline.
Now, we talked about Kareem having to play more minutes because of the situation, but that's one thing in his favor. He will not get as tired with Caldwell Jones guarding him because he doesn't push as hard. And when you got to react to pushing, that's one of the things, and bumping and pushing is one of the things that makes you tired.
Cheeks goes to the floor on the layup. He's all right. Lead now to Nixon. The Lakers come back on the attack, and Nixon goes down the middle and hits Cooper. And Caldwell Jones stayed right with him, and Cooper hit the field goal.
It's an incredible shot there. The way he came in from the left side, he had to move his body sideways and held the ball back to the last moment.
See, guys like Caldwell Jones will make you creative, Rod.
Hey, one thing, Kareem, the play before it, Brent, made a beautiful feed to Jamal Wilkes. We talked about his ability to pass. He's improved, I think, to be the best passing center in basketball. We got a timeout. He's had a good series, Brent. Mark Landsberger has played well first 2 games.
Magic from the corner. Landsberger had come inside. They go back to Cooper with 6 seconds on the shot clock. Michael Cooper with his second hoop from outside.
They are using the first period. Magic Johnson at forward. Now, from the forward, he is not an exceptional shooter because he's a better shooter on the move. And from the forward, you don't get as many shots on the move because the double team and going to the big guys in the middle.
Landsberger popped a cross on Dawkins and fouled him.
Here's a look with Bibby with a basketball. Landsberger getting the foul coming over the top of Daryl Dawkins. We have only 8 seconds left now. We're in the opening quarter, and they're in the penalty, so free throws for the big guy.
Cheeks out, and Hollins back, and Julius Erving also returns for Billy Cunningham. And Caldwell Jones will sit down.
Dawkins is the big guy, and Kareem is the big fellow.
Where did Dawkins get those wristbands, Hot Rod? Looks like a Christmas tree there.
He sure does. That's unusual.
Not really.
He changes every game. He'll come out with something.
Has he got the earring on today?
You'd have to ask him.
His mama's up here today from Florida watching the game. And Magic throws one up with time running out here. We've come to the end of the first period of Game 3 of the NBA. They want it.
That's right.
Well, I said, Brent, they got to go to the shooters.
Jones down on the floor. Dawkins up in the air, and Jones comes back. Bibby and Hollins in the backcourt for Billy C. with Cheeks out. Bobby Jones, Daryl Dawkins, and the doctor up front against Landsberger, Jones. Michael Cooper now moves to forward. He says, I'll try the doctor. He sent Cheeks to the bench. Now and the doctor put a beautiful move on Cooper. Got away from him that time and went to the layup.
Bruce, he went to his left, stopped like he was going to shoot a jumper, and then dove down the middle. Unbelievable move. Look at it. Went right down the alley. Very few people can make that move.
Very few people even think of that move.
Jones, high rebound to Bobby Jones. Off to the Doctor. He comes down that left side and gives it to Hollins. Hollins to Dockins. And Hollins through the inside defense with the open man. And the Sixers now are getting inside, penetrating high percentage shots here in the second period. And it's 33-24. Cooper with a great move. Got inside, but they couldn't get it to him. On the intercept, Dockins gives it up to Hollins. Here's Julius. Underhand finger roll. Doctor's got him ignited.
That was a 5-footer, and he put it up underhand with English. Incredible. Dawkins made a good play of getting the ball to the middle. Look at that. Reaching, extending, off the glass, and the Doctor has made a house call.
That long arm reaching out and saying, as Hot Rod Henry pointed out, we are not out of this early. Time out.
Gets a run going. The whole team plays about 3% points better right away.
You know, he was not the open man on that break, but that's the guy you go to. If he's open, just slightly, get it over there.
Jones dribbles back outside and had it stripped by Hollins. Nixon is back with Hollins. Waits, and it's the Doctor from the perimeter. Taken out by young Landsberger. Off to Nixon, who makes a neat move into the middle. It's 3-on-1 inside of Caldwell. He went to Landsberger. And as Nixon came through, there was a foul on the play. Caldwell Jones all alone on defense as Kareem Abdul-Jabbar checks in for the Lakers.
And what that means is that you'll see a few more outside shots from Philadelphia, not as much penetration.
Hollins had time for Philadelphia, overcommitted trying to steal the ball backcourt, and that really opened it up for the Laker fast break.
Here's Magic. As he came up on Hollins, the whistle sounds, and a foul called on Lionel. Magic Johnson will come up to the free throw line to 33-26, 9:44, and at halftime, you'll get a different kind of look at Magic Johnson, away from the action of the NBA. What kind of a young man is this who came off the campus at Michigan State and was such a delight to audiences throughout the league this year? What spot would Magic Johnson pick to be interviewed in? His favorite? You'll find out at halftime.
I hope they got a new coat of paint on those rims. That shall chip the paint, I can tell you that.
That one rimmed the back end and came out.
He's got to stay more in the flow of the game. Get back in there and drive like he did early. Take that ball right to the basket on the fast break, coming out with the rebounds.
Foul away from the ball. Bobby Jones maneuvering down inside that time. And Jim Jones working across, and that's 2 fouls on Jones. There are also 2 on Nixon. As far as the Sixers are concerned, 2 on Caldwell Jones and 2 on Lionel Hollins. We have 2 team fouls, Sixers, 1 Lakers, 9:31 till halftime. Caldwell Jones breaks free, gets inside. Kareem did not want to foul him. He let it go for the layup. It's now 33-28, and remember, the Lakers had 31 of those 33 at the end of the first period. Have gotten lackadaisical. Hollins on the layup.
Well, you had the big man coming out too high. Jones never protected the ball.
What was 31-18 is now 33-30. Kareem skyhook.
That's called a rally killer.
Ready? Waits for Caldwell Jones. He takes a set shot. Now that's 2 that Caldwell has made so far.
Dawkins made a comment. He said, hey, Caldwell Jones can shoot outside. I see him every day in practice. That's 2 big ones he's hit about 20 feet out.
Jump shot on the turnaround by Kareem. Whistle sounded. Bobby Jones was going inside, and it's going to go against L.A.
Bobby Wilk. Here's the shot a moment ago. Kareem faked the hook. He should have stayed in with it. And he turned back for the jumper, and then on the rebound, Wilkes shoved off for the loose ball foul.
Key statistic. Los Angeles has turned the ball over 9 times so far, and the Sixers only 3. The Sixers defense, which has been better than any in the playoffs, sparking this rally here in the second period. Johnson off to Wilkes and Silk. Misfired that time, didn't he? It really missed. Nixon, though, comes right back.
That's most unusual. He was absolutely wide open and threw that ball at least 3 feet over the basket. Speaking of Wilkes.
Having trouble with his outside shot. Jamal Wilkes here in the championship series. Jump hook by Caldwell Jones, and he flipped it in neatly.
He's got his confidence going now.
Kareem with a finger roll. Has to get it back off the miss. Loose. And it's going to go against the Sixers. Bobby Jones caught him.
Here it is, Brent. Caldwell Jones took a swipe at it. And Kareem went right back up, and reaching in was Bobby Jones to get the foul. He was blocked out of the picture, but he got the foul. Kareem will get a couple of free throws. Doing a good job off that offensive board. Take a look at the sky hook. The jumper, Caldwell Jones with a jump hook. That is the toughest shot in basketball. And he did it without a backboard.
And Rod Kareem is saying, who are these guys?
Right, I've never seen this big guy before.
We got a problem over here on the bench. It's right underneath the basket support. Al Domenico is there with Caldwell Jones. Returning now with the Sixer trainer.
Caldwell Jones said what the coal miners say, it's rough in here.
And Kareem Abdul-Jabbar has scored 38 and 33 points in the first 2 games of this World Championship Series. Has 10 points so far.
Rick, you know, sometimes a player like Caldwell Jones in this situation will take that injury timeout just to get a breather, because he's been really working up and down this court here.
Here's the doctor, double team. Out of bounds. Sixers ball with 16 on the shot clock, and Julius saying they would hack me that time. Now you could see the double team man was Norm Nixon, who'd come over. They're going to try to quiet the doctor. Bibby. And that will slow Norm Nixon from double teaming if Bibby gets hot. It's 38-36, and the Sixers have closed to within 2.
Bibby's been relatively quiet in the first couple of games, but if he gets hot, he can be instrumental.
Blocked by Julius. Cooper gets it back, comes inside, and Jamal Wilkes alone misfired off Julius, and the Lakers come up, and the whistle had sounded.
Brett, that second shot was also blocked by Dr. J. A Wilkes try. 2 blocks on the same play. Unbelievable.
Inbound to Nixon, and Cooper went down. Foul call against the Sixers. Going to go against Bibby. He helps Cooper back up. That's Bibby's first. Lakers ahead by 2.
14 fouls now against Philadelphia. The next one will put L.A. at the free throw line.
Lakers were up by 13. Loose as it's tapped back out of bounds. Bobby Jones was an inside man. 18 seconds on the shot clock.
That was not a good pass.
Too far away to make that kind of pass. They're lucky to get the ball back.
The only way you get that ball to him, he was fired in there, and he couldn't catch it.
As it comes out. Going to Kareem. Underhand on the left-handed move, and it's powered up by Michael Cooper.
Julius is really upset. He thought that Cooper came over his back. It should have been called for a foul.
And again, young Michael Cooper becomes a pivotal figure for the Los Angeles Lakers in Game 3. Hollins comes from the double screen. It'll be Cooper with a rebound. Off to Nixon. Nixon, Cooper, and Johnson, and Nixon's outside misses. Bobby Jones tried to get it, and Kareem controls. Quickly to Cooper. Sends it inside, and off Magic's hands, out of bounds.
I think he was completely surprised on that pass. He wasn't expecting it. Cooper made a good one, too. And he comes over, it's my fault that you can see Magic throwing his...
Colt. It is indeed. There's a thoroughbred on the West Coast named Sports Spectacular. Has to be a CBS connection, correct, guys? The owner is Tony Verna, who's directing this game. Sports Spectacular under a great ride by Darryl McHarg. A winner yesterday, and Rush, did you have it? Paid $15.80.
I never bet on horses.
All right, I get part of the stud fee when we sell it for syndication, Tony. Here we go now. Sixers bring it down. They've closed in. once they were back by 15 late in the first period. Now it's 40-36. Hollins goes to Bobby Jones with a left hand. Coming up on Magic Johnson. It's a 2-point game. And Johnson takes still another blow.
He really turned in. Look at this. He gets away with a move. Magic had good position, but the shot went in and no foul call. Basket counts.
Back down to 2, but did you see what the Sixers did right afterwards? They hit the Lakers with full court pressure. It has been defense now that has keyed this turnaround here for the Sixers. Nixon maneuvers. Russell's favorite offensive man for the Lakers. Quiets the charge.
Oh, really?
Now the Sixers back to the attack. Hollins off a crisscross from Bibby at the top of the circle. Magic awaits his move. Give it to Bibby. And it'll be Caldwell Jones with Kareem out. Doctor's inside, so's Bobby. Loose ball. Lakers try to come up with. Magic couldn't control it. Here's Hollins back down. Jumper outside with 1 second on the shot clock. He was forced to get it off. Now they hit Magic Johnson. 5:24 left first half. Cross court to Jamal, who ricochets offensive foul.
That's a good call. He was totally off balance. I don't think Jamal knew whether to put the shot up or take the bounce on the play.
Russ, what's wrong with Jamal Wilkes? Seems to be out of sync. He's usually as smooth as silk.
Well, first of all, he's probably run into the most consistent defense he's run for a long time. He's not getting the shot, and when he's getting open, I think he's a little surprised.
Here comes Steve Mix off the bench for Philadelphia. His
Number
first appearance.
50.
Out of Toledo.
Here's Caldwell. Kareem gives him not quite as much room as he has earlier. Mix on the turnaround against Wilkes. And Caldwell Jones had to pull his hand back, and Kareem says he touched it. He did. No basket. Interference. Caldwell Jones went up, and Kareem called their attention to it immediately, but Ed Rush spotted it outside.
Here it is. He went up over the rim. Hard to tell. But the outside man made the call. And Daryl Garrettson was positioned under the basket. He said, you take it. And he did. He says, no basket.
Jamal goes into Kareem. Caldwell Jones on him. He turns, and Caldwell is right there, and Kareem's jumper's off. Here's Julius. Here's Hollins. Goes back to the doctor. Doctor holds up. Cooper's right there. Puts it down. Now the double team. They get back to Collins. And Hollins burns the double team defense that time.
You betcha, Ed. If Julius spotted it, as soon as he's double teamed, he waited and got the open man.
Nixon with a high layup. A beautiful shot by Storm and Norman Nixon.
That
The
was a
doctor was
super
there,
move.
and Nixon had to get it up in the air, Russ.
That's a super move by Nixon. That's what I was talking about. His body attitude has been real good this quarter.
Nix holds it up now. It's back to 4 at the 4:06. It's going to go against the Sixers. Bibby moving inside.
Offensive foul. And again, the Lakers doing a good job. Here's that shot by Nixon. Look how high the ball goes up on the glass. Do they get in a tough shot? And then to drop it straight down through.
I thought it was Julius who'd moved inside. He had even a taller man. It was actually Caldwell Jones who'd come in through the middle that he had to get the ball up over that time. Magic puts it on the floor. 44-40. 4-minute mark. Game 3 of the NBA World Championship, and more tomorrow. And we'll start a half hour earlier, 3 p.m. East. Cooper on a cut, left-handed. Goes to the floor. Ball comes to Kareem. Magic sends to Cooper, and it's Cooper from the left baseline. Not this time, but an offensive rebound by Jamal Wilkes, who is fouled. Caldwell Jones got him, and that is 3 fouls on Caldwell. Russ, that could be a big step for the Sixers.
He's done a good job, though, in this half, though, Brent, against Kareem. Twice, I thought Kareem should have taken his right hook, and he turned back left, but he didn't seem to really be in flow. Chocolate Thunder comes back for Caldwell Jones. Now, Mr. Dawkins will have to go play against Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. I recalling the first game, he played only 18 minutes against Kareem and fouled out of that game.
Dawkins returns with 10 points. See, Wilkes is even having trouble at the free throw line.
That's really hard to believe. And he's taken a lot of shots. His confidence is still there, apparently. I talked to him after game 2, and he said, I got to keep popping them if they're there.
No problem with that one. 5-point Laker lead at 3:42 left, first half.
Not only is he a good shooter normally, but he's a scorer. And there's basically a difference between a shooter and a scorer. A shooter has to make it. A scorer will find a way to get some points.
Blocked by Jones on the doctor. 8 seconds on the shot clock. Cheeks is short off to Wilkes.
Good push off before he got the rebound.
Here's Jones coming to the corner, traveled. The Sixers, and that's 12 Laker turnovers to 5 for the Sixers.
That was poor transition there for Mr. Jones. He made a great defensive play. One that very few people can make, blocking the doctor shot. Then he comes the other way and walked with the ball badly, wide open.
Johnson has been in double figures in assists, and he started this game as he would do it a third time. He's been quiet. He's only got 3 assists, 2 very early for the Lakers. Julius is short, and there's a foul as Dawkins was reaching up for the ball that time.
They'll go against the Lakers. They had Dawkins trapped in there. He couldn't get it away. Here's the shot by Julius. Off balance, he goes down. And then right there, Dawkins wanted to jump, but a foul on the play.
2 fouls against Abdul-Jabbar here in the first half of Game 3. Lionel Hollins will set it up at the 3:06 mark. 45-40 lead. They want to go deep to Dawkins.
Smart move by Kareem, Russ, to back away there. He would have picked up another foul.
Do you realize the arrogance of that play? A lob pass on Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
We've got to get some isolation on Lionel Hollins. He is really taking it to Magic down here defensively. And I'm sure our cameras will alertly pick that up as Jamal Wilkes from the left corner hits it outside. It is 47-42, 2:35. Now Hollins offensively comes down on Magic. Dawkins over to that side with Kareem. Kareem pushing on him. They go to Julius.
That must be fun for Kareem to be able to push somebody.
Instead of being pushed. Here comes Magic. Looking now for some daylight. Hollins is there. Dish to Cooper, who's open. And Dawkins went out after him and influenced the shot. Hollins quickly to the attack for the Sixers. Off the transition, it'll be Cheeks in a hurry. Kareem's defensive rebound. Dawkins backing up into him all the way. Oh, foul on Darrell, his second here in the first half with the 2:03 mark.
Well, at what point, Brent, I think that perhaps one of the reasons that Wilkes has been off in his shooting is that defensively he has had to work so hard against Julius serving.
Association. A 5-point difference at the 2:03 mark. Russ, what about this Sixer comeback here in the second period?
Well, these two teams, I don't really call it a comeback, Brent, because these two teams are so good. You're not going to keep one of these teams run them out of the building. I mean, I would be really, really surprised if I saw any game where one team just blew the other team out, because these two teams are, the key is that they're both good defensive teams, and it's hard to run away and hide from a good defensive team.
Speaking of defense, Russ, 76ers, the top defensive team during the playoffs. Coming into this, they had allowed only 96.2 points per game. And of course, they won the last one, 107-104. Lost the first one, 109-102. So the Lakers have picked up the output. But again, Los Angeles is a fine offensive team, hitting better than 50% on the season. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar with that free throw is up to 13.
I would think they would have any doubt that they're a good defensive team, Brent, after holding Boston to below 100 points 5 straight games in that playoff for the Eastern Conference Championship.
7-point difference right now. 150 left. The doctor comes inside, holds up, and with a layup on Kareem, isn't he something when he starts to flow?
This is the best I've ever seen him play in the NBA.
Jones maneuvers, and on the reverse layup gets it back for Los Angeles.
That was a super play, too.
We learned that one from the doctor. He'd extend that arm and reverse it.
The only difference is Jones can't fly.
And he's
not a doctor.
Whipped it inside to Dawkins. Kareem up with him. Jamal out. 51-44, and here's Nixon. And as he came through, hitting the ball, goes out of bounds.
Cheeks got a hand on it. Good defensive play, and on the other hand, Nixon should have protected that ball. But he held it right at his waist. That enabled Cheeks to get a hand on it and save 2 points, because Nixon was on the way for a layup.
Here's Magic. Check back in for the Lakers. Drops it off to Kareem. Kareem taps it back. Not there. Strong rebound by Jones. And again, the Lakers are controlling, and Kareem is fouled as he came up. Mix.
Boy, Russ made a point, Brent. He has really been going to the boards. Big Kareem. Look at that play, and there's Mix knocking it away for the foul.
He's a much better rebounder now than he has been in the past, because he's going at the rebounds that are not coming to him. He's going 2 or 3 positions away, and that's what good rebounders do. They get a position where they think the ball's going to land. Then there's a position away, and then there's 2 positions away. The good rebounder will go at least 2 positions away to get rebounds.
Russ, even if you're not fouled in that situation,
Should you throw your arms out as far as you can? Can you influence the referee when somebody's reaching in on you down there?
Oh, yes, you got to act a little bit.
Here's the sequence right here, and Mix was pawing away. Now watch what Kareem does as the ball's hit.
Throws his arms up in the air like that.
That's to make sure, in case the referee has any doubts in his mind, say, okay, I'm going to help you out this time.
So Kareem made that last free throw, hits this one also. Inside of a minute now, 15 points for Abdul-Jabbar, 53-44 Lakers.
Jones has also been a great asset point-wise in this half, Brent. He has really done a job for the Lakers.
High lob inside to Dawkins. No. It's going to be offense, and Cunningham is furious. Technical foul. Daryl Garrison has just hit Billy Cunningham with a technical. And Billy C is outraged. Watch
Here's
this.
your play. Inside Dawkins. He's away from the man. Fake went up. And I honestly believe that he was fouled on that play. And that cost him not only a three-point play, but a foul to Dawkins and a technical.
Norm Nixon hits the technical free throw, makes it 54-44, back to 10.
Isn't that an excellent replay position for a shot like that?
Unbelievable. That high shot, looking right down at it. And I honestly, Russ, I don't know if you agree, I didn't think it was a foul.
And it works better for replays, a lot of the fans tell me. They like a different angle on a play. When you cut away, they say you missed some of that action going back and forth. So we've got replay cameras all over right now.
Nixon now takes the inbounds pass. We're down to 40 seconds. At that free throw line, the Lakers this game are 10 of 15, and Philly 2 of 2. What a difference. Nixon on the cut, got through. Offensive foul. Now it's going against the Lakers, against Nixon, his third in Westhead. Can't believe that call.
Here it is, Brent. Nixon veered to the right side, made a good move coming back to the left. He had his man totally beaten, but he crashed right over Bobby Jones.
But that was not a good call, because Bobby Jones was still moving. And you've got to be stationary.
Boy, he looked stationary to me.
No, not that time, Rod.
Irving dishes Collins with Magic flying at him. Yanked off by Jones. Last 19 seconds. Nixon flows right back down, and that time he was hooked.
I'll go along with that one. That was a foul.
You two aren't going to argue about this one?
Not that one.
You think Hollins got him?
That's 3 on Lionel Hollins.
If Tony Verner still got that play, Rod, we should look at it again.
That one before when they called the charge. And I thought Bobby Jones established position, and Russ said that he thought that he was moving. But we don't have it, Russ.
You guys are a director's delight. Sitting out here making the audience drool, right? About plays 5 minutes ago.
But I was right, though, Brent, because the referees and I decided in favor of an offensive foul.
Boy, are you two in trouble now. Nixon with the free throw. And Doug Collins is chatting to Lionel Hollins.
Give him some instructions there how to play that backcourt position.
I would doubt that. He's telling him how to shoot.
From a guard position.
Yeah, he should just fire the ball.
And the Lakers were up 31-16. Then they had it reduced. Now they take the lead, and Brad Holland sticks with it. Holland to Magic on the layup, and Nixon follows up goaltending against Julius Erving. Put 2 more up, and suddenly,
Russ, what's happened in this game? The Lakers have come back and just seized control of it.
I think that play on Dawkins psychologically hurt 76ers, but they thought they were going for a 3-point play. And that kind of took the wind out of their sails a little bit, because plays like that, when they turn that much in the technical foul, that creates a psychological problem that you got to think about in order to overcome it.
all right, we've come to the end of the first half. 58-44, and a reminder, coming up next, we are going to have an interview with rookie Magic Johnson of the Los Angeles Lakers. We're going to take him away from a basketball setting and go to where he wanted to be interviewed. We'll be right back with that in a moment.
Saw anybody look more comfortable in a park, Magic? Is this where you really hang out?
Yeah, this is where I hang out. I like to come up here because I can relax and think about a lot of things I like to think about. And it's just like being at home back in Michigan.
I watch you play with that great enthusiasm, and yet you need some place to escape and relax and forget about the pressures of being a 20-year-old rookie in this league.
Well, yeah, I guess so, because I've played so many games, and I played so much basketball. Of course, this year You need a place where you can go and get away and be Irvin Johnson for a while instead of being Magic Johnson, and have a chance just to enjoy what's out here and what nature has to offer.
You won't be able to do that in Los Angeles much longer. Every place you go, you're going to be Magic. Can I have your autograph?
Yeah, that's why I got to sneak out while I can now.
First game on the Friday night in San Diego. Lakers down by a point. They go to Kareem. 18-foot sky hook, and suddenly you're jumping in his arms.
Well, I tell you, that still was probably the greatest moment for me during the season.
First of all, I was really happy that I hit the shot, and I was very pleased that we were able to win that game. And then Irvin is jumping all over me, and it was just the first game of '82. I just didn't think we could last that long if we had to go through those type of emotional ups and downs at every game. I'm glad we managed to win the following games a little bit more easier, so we didn't have to go through that.
I proved to him that I could play, and then it was the point of us how close was we gonna be. And I tell you, he took me aside a lot of times and talked to me, and told me what mistakes I had made and where he wanted the ball and how to lead him toward the basket. And so that really helped me get to know him as far as basketball. But I know him now a lot off the court. And we're friends. We talk about a lot of things, not concerning basketball. We get off basketball a lot when we're on road trips.
Well, that's just too big a difference there, and that's probably the main reason the Lakers are 14 points ahead. But you know those statistics, you look at those statistics, Brent, you got field goals, free throws, rebounds, offensive, defense, and assists. All those statistics have to do with shooting. Now, if you take all the shots in the game, you know that the time it takes to take all the shots in the game would be less than 5 minutes. And so you got 43 minutes of other things going on. And these two teams have proven that they are the best at doing all of those things combined.
Take a look at Cooper scoring 8 points to contribute to the Lakers total there. Now I want you to watch the 76ers bench. Bobby Jones with a pair, Bibby with a pair. So Cooper in this third game is outscoring the Sixer bench.
The NBA on CBS is sponsored by Lowenbrau. When it's time for the taste of a truly great beer, let it be Lowenbrau. The people of Eastern Airlines, who believe we have to earn our wings every day. Turtle Extra Car Wax, the extra hard shell of shine and protection. And by Xerox.
The last time Philadelphia lost here in the Spectrum was back on March 19th to San Antonio. Here in this, the third game of the NBA World Championship Series, they are looking up at a 14-point deficit as Maurice Cheeks brings it down on Nixon and goes to Julius, but Dawkins sets the screen. They jump it inside, and on the penetration, Caldwell Jones comes hard to the glass.
This is maybe the most important part of this game for these two teams. The start of the third quarter is crucial.
Nixon.
Because it
Easy for the Lakers, comes around Jones.
Because it sets the pace for the second half.
Wilkes, right perimeter. Dawkins reaching up, and Jones up over the top. Foul on Jim Jones. Now in that first half, Hot Rod Hundley, as you watch this sequence moving against them.
Inside, Dawkins had Jones blocked away. He'll get the foul. That big play in the first half again. When Dawkins got the offensive foul, his third, it was Kareem that made the contact with him, and that's what upset Billy Cunningham, because there would have been 3 against Abdul-Jabbar.
Caldwell Jones off. Jamal gives it to Nixon, who gets past Cheeks. On the bounce to Magic, and he's fouled by Lionel Hollins, and against Hollins now, that's going to be number 4 on Lionel Hollins, so we're going to see a lot of Bibby in the second half.
Here it is again. Magic Man will take the bounce pass right side, go by Hollins, off balance. Missed the shot, but he drew the foul. He'll be at the line.
Magic Johnson at the free throw line in the first half. The Lakers were 12 of 17. And the Sixers only 2 of 2. Hot Rod, The Sixers are not shooting nearly as many free throws as they did in the first 2 games, when they had a 21-point scoring advantage at the line.
I think it's because you're taking jump shots outside, which they've been able to do, and you're not going to the basket. Obviously, you're not going to get fouled as many times. So you got to go to the hoop if you're going to draw fouls.
Here's the Doctor. Battling for it was Dawkins, goes out of bounds. Sixers.
I'm amazed that Philadelphia was only down by 14 when they lose rebounds 40 to 16. There's your play again as Dawkins goes after it along with Jones. So the Philadelphia ball.
Bibby. Well, 1 in and out, and Wilkes rebounds off to Nixon.
That's an example of what I'm talking about, Brent. Outside jump shots, you don't get your foul.
Nixon drops to Kareem against Caldwell. Dawkins cuts him off, skyhook right baseline. Irving rebound. Lead Cheeks to the middle. Off to the left, and Darryl Dawkins will send it back to Jones. They move to Julius from the line. And Lila Hollins watching with those 4 fouls as Bibby will work in the backcourt now with Maurice Cheeks. The Doctor is on Jamal. Sets behind Kareem. Still off. Dawkins outlet in the middle now to Cheeks.
A good defensive play by Caldwell Jones, stepping out to intimidate Wilkes on that shot.
Dawkins is off. Cleaned up now by Magic Johnson. Gets over to the right. Dawkins had picked off Jamal inside. He was trying to post up, so Jamal simply moves back out and bounces it down into Magic on the turn. The Doctor reached back on him. Dawkins off to Cheeks. Cheeks cuts the defense and dishes on the turnover. Lakers come back. Nixon. Nixon will pull up.
Big play. Cheeks should have taken a shot. He had the inside track on that drive, but he dished the ball up. That cost him.
The difference between the 2 plays is Norman Nixon stopped at the foul line. What you should do if there's a 3-man break, you should the ball to the middle and the ball handler should stop at the foul line. So you get either jump shot or you can make the defense commit and get an easy shot instead of throwing it away.
Bibby gets inside Magic. Short. Jones with a hand on it, went back to Caldwell. Jones jump hook short. Hit free of Kareem, and it goes over to the Lakers. We're going to have a timeout here in the Spectrum, and this is the 3rd game of our NBA World Championship Series. Don't forget tomorrow, Game 4 starts a half-hour early. Paul Westhead, the Laker boss, on the left out of LaSalle against Billy Cunningham, who was a star the last time Philadelphia won a World Championship.
Now, the Lakers they're playing even this quarter so far. And one of the things that Philadelphia has to do, if they're going to catch up, they have to get Dawkins and Cheeks scoring on those jump shots, the 15-foot jumpers, and play the same defense they're playing. They're playing defense okay, but they're not stopping the Lakers.
Jones with 11 points, Russ, and he again continues to play well against Philadelphia. Dawkins rolls inside and took the bounce pass. And now they're going to get him in the attack. They also wanted to foul Billy Cunningham, pleading for the free throw.
Here it is. Watch the pass. Beautifully done by Julius, and Big Darryl rolled it in with authority, really going to the hoop. Yes, the Lakers are trying to post up. Magic most of the time, too. On the offense, they've got Henry Bibby, only 6'1", guarding him. Bibby, number 14 on the right.
Kareem's turnaround.
Now, that was more of an offensive foul than the other one was on that dunk shot then. The one in the first half that they call the technical foul as a result of.
Hey, when they go, Henry will bite you, he'll grab you, he'll hold you, he'll do everything he can to stop Magic down low.
Cheeks was inside, and the Doctor threw one up, and Julius was fouled.
Jones, I believe. Yep. Now you see Jamal Wilkes come over and cool up, Big Jim, who has a tendency to get upset when he doesn't like the call. Irving, with another one of his fine moves, will get 2 free throws.
The 76ers at this point are not taking advantage of the fact that the Lakers are constantly double teaming Julius Irving from the forward position. What they have to do, in order to double team, the Lakers have to have the other 3 guys away from the ball to zone, so that one guy's trying to handle 2 guys. He is looking to make the pass, but the guys are not moving. You have to cut. And what you do is you cut from one position, and if the zone reacts, that leaves that position open, and the second cutter is the guy that should have the shot. And that's how you decide who's going to get the shot. In other words, you would take, say, Caldwell Jones and have him cut, and then have Dawkins or Cheeks moving to that spot where he just cut from.
Bibby.
That foul with Magic rolling to the basket as Kareem had the ball. Watch him cut smartly after he gives the ball up. Bibby, look, turned his head right there. He's out of the play, and he reached with his arm to hold Magic up as he went by him.
Nixon working on Cheeks. That's 19 for Norm Nixon.
Well, it's a great matchup, those two number 10s, Nixon against Cheeks.
Dawkins shoved it back to Cheeks, who responds.
The 76ers are not stopping the Lakers often enough. Their defense, this is not as good defense they played the first half in L.A.
That time, Cheeks did a fine defensive job, and Julius trying to get into that flowing act. He was cut off. Magic Johnson responded. He wanted to go across the Bibby, and Jones was over there.
Good hustle on defense because he had, that's when he's at his best in the open field.
Yeah,
Court, at least.
Normally he would do a lot of things with the ball there, but
Ball 68-52, 6:52 left in the third. The inbound to Cheeks, who hits Dawkins. Dawkins wants the man coming down the middle. Is Bibby. Bibby dribbles it back out. Now they go to Cheeks. Caldwell Jones hits Julius on its way. Off the top, taken down by Magic. Lead to Jamal. Layup time, Los Angeles.
Super pass by Magic Johnson.
Well, Billy C. was warning the Sixers to get back after a made field goal. He should have also stressed the missed one that time because the Lakers are simply getting to the other end quicker.
you know, they are really dropping it back in there. All 5 men on the Laker team defensively are not giving too much inside.
Dawkins coming up on Kareem, and that is 3 fouls on Abdul-Jabbar with Daryl Dawkins stepping up to the free throw line.
That time they did get the ball inside, and Gerald made a good move. I think the easiest way to shoot over Kareem is to go into him, force him to backpedal as he did on that play, and he got the foul. Big Daryl had 2 free throws.
Bobby Jones has not contributed much to the 76ers. Hot Rod, I wonder if, well, we shouldn't speculate about his health. Sometimes Bobby gets a little bit run down.
Boy, what a shot he hit in game 2 with 7 seconds left to win it. With the clock running down, the shot clock, about 2 seconds were left on it, and that really iced it for Philadelphia.
Dawkins with a hand on it, and that's the kind of defense Bill Russell was pointing out they need the rest of the way. Cooper left alone. High miss. Dawkins runs down, and here's the doctors off now to Cheeks. If they're going to get back, it'll be the defense that'll trigger it. Open man is Cheeks on its way.
Good play by Bibby. Really made a friend move. Look at this. The bouncer, he sent it right back out to Cheeks for the jump shot, but it was Bibby that keyed that whole play.
Cheeks watching Nixon. Norman still with the dribble and 9 seconds on the shot, and they go to Kareem, and Julius saying, get me a big man, get me a big man. And Caldwell Jones didn't quite get there in time. They had switched off, and Julius said, I need help. And Kareem said, yes, you do. Now Julius responds at the offensive end. Off. Lakers. It's Magic. Lead pass to the cutter, Cooper. Came inside of Dawkins, and he was fouled.
Everybody's contributing. They're really doing it now, the Lakers. That time it was Kareem who stepped out defensively on Julius, intimidated him to shoot the ball up, and it came down as an air ball. Then the Lakers came out on the run, and a foul as Cooper went in from the left side.
Bobby Jones checks in for Philadelphia. And let's see, they have Lionel Hollins already out, and now Julius Erving will join him on the bench too. So
And the Lakers are making sure that the 76ers only get 1 shot, and they're making good outlet passes. They're getting the ball out. That transition is as good as I've seen the Lakers make it, because they're getting out and they aren't giving the Philadelphia defense a chance to set up. Now, the Philadelphia defense is just absolutely overwhelming if it has a chance to set up. What the Lakers are doing, they're beating it, getting down before the 76ers have a chance to really set up and dig in. And so they're getting good shots, high percentage shots.
Caldwell Jones on the turnaround. 74-57, all 4s left third. Nixon right back down the floor. And inside there was contact as Bibby went down to the floor. He was pushed, says Daryl Garrison, by Michael Cooper.
Here's a high-angle view of the shot outside by Nixon, and underneath you can see the shove-off by the Lakers. And again, Kareem never came down court, Brett. He's getting a good chance to get rest in this game with this big lead. And, of course, he's taking his breathers on the offensive end.
Pressure on Henry Bibby in this game because of Holland's 4 fouls. Cheeks on its way short. Dawkins offensive rebound. Power back on Kareem.
Taking it right into him. Kareem smartly got out of the way. Did not want to pick up a foul.
There's a lot of basketball left today.
You bet.
Now it's Kareem on Caldwell Jones. Turn around, uses the glass. Cheeks quickly to the attack, forced back out, couldn't go all the way. Kareem was lurking in the middle. Now it's Bobby Jones inside. Missed on the layup, didn't draw the foul, and Kareem is off the Magic.
Kareem got a hand on it. He blocked that shot.
Underhand layup. And that is but 4 points for Magic. 3:41 left in the third.
You know, I think on these two teams particularly, except for a couple of exceptions, you can't tell how well they're playing by the statistics.
Magic cut, spins, and Caldwell Jones blocked it. And he traveled the second time. Caldwell Jones is so patient as a defensive player. He simply won't leave his feet. He'll hold his position, and he'll make you make a move.
There's Magic as he pirouetted with the ball and took one step too many, and down he went. He said, hey, I know I'm a rookie, but give me a break. And again, the big fella was at the other end, taking a little breather and letting his teammates take it to the hoop. And that's going to pay off for him. The Lakers are going to get a timeout here.
Been in high gear in this third game.
And Dr. J, or Jeezer, is playing guard now.
So for the first time, that should match him against either Cooper or Johnson. Russ, we'll watch it. Bibby on its way. Caldwell Jones is off. So Caldwell Jones is short. The doctor had battled back inside, and it'll go over at Russ. Now, is that a move born of desperation?
Well, they're trying to get something started offensively, and what they're going to try to do is have Julius from the guard position. It'd be tougher to double team him. What he's going to do is actually start a guard, but he's going to work low, where they won't have as much help as they would if he's playing from the forward position.
He has put Bobby Jones on Magic Johnson. Jones had rotated off to help Caldwell. So the 76ers go to a brand new set team, and boy, Dawkins, didn't he walk? No, he didn't. Good layup, good move.
That's what they need more of.
Cooper right back the other end. And that is just what Billy Cunningham pointed out.
Here's the move again on Dawkins. Down low with his back to the hoop. Little hippity hop move. And backed it in off the glass. No traveling call as Landsberger played it. But the previous time down, Bibby took a long one. Then Caldwell Jones rebounded. He took a long one. They've got to go inside. They're down too far to be taking long shots.
And Maurice Cheeks will work in the backcourt with Julius. Cooper takes Julius at the defensive end for Los Angeles. And here is Cheeks. Landsberger now switches off inside to Bobby Jones, the left-handed
Now, that's what they have to do when Julius has the ball. That's what I talked about earlier. They have to cut. Because if they cut, he's a great passer. And if after they cut, then it's opened up for him to drive if he doesn't hit a cutter.
Magic is left alone. Bobby Jones reacting late on that.
Got to be out there.
Now that
He's
hurts.
only 15 feet away. Magic wide open.
Get a motion next time.
Julius Erving bringing Cooper with him. Coming inside to the left. And the foul called on Cooper. With Jamal Wilkes replacing Magic Johnson.
It'll be a lot easier for Cooper to guard Julius in the guard position than it would be up front. He'll get a lot more help if Erving does make a move from his guard position.
But what Julius is going to do most of the time is give the ball to Cheeks and work the baseline. Because when he goes on offense, he will go from the forward position. Now the counter.
13 points for the doctor at the line. Lakers over the limit. Sixers with a foul to give here.
Now what what Paul Westhead wants to do is by keeping Cooper in there with Julius guarding him. If Julius hits the offensive boards, then Cooper can break away for some breakaway layups is what they're hoping for.
Into Kareem. And Caldwell Jones fouled him.
They did an excellent job there of doubling up. Unfortunately, Caldwell got a hand on him. As Kareem rolled in, he takes a pass here. Caldwell coming back, slapped it away, but got him on the arm. And that's the fourth team foul against Philadelphia.
80-65 at the 132 mark. Kareem holds it, moves on Caldwell Jones.
That's offense.
Foul.
That's a good call. Moving now with his arm.
Now, he's being very patient, but a guy, yes.
That left arm, he took him right away.
That's 4 fouls on Kareem. The lead to Cheeks. Cheeks comes inside. Kareem was there on defense, and it goes over to Los Angeles.
Great play by Cheeks. I think that Caldwell was ready to go for the offensive board. But that was an outstanding play by Cheeks. That should have been a dunk shot.
Should have been on the move going in. Kareem will take a break now.
And Jones moves to center with Landsberger and Wilkes at forward. Nixon and Cooper in the backcourt.
You know, anytime a guard cuts like Cheeks did on that last time, the big man, when he throws in there, should have his hands up. That was a big play when he missed that one.
Landsberger sealed by Bobby Jones. Wilkes maneuvers. Dawkins is out. And Jones runs it down to give the Lakers a second shot. Nixon maneuvers. 47 seconds left, third period.
That hurt. They didn't get the offensive rebound because time is in the Lakers' favor.
Great pass inside. Wilkes had trouble finding the handle, but he drew the foul. He just couldn't get it up fast enough. He didn't have control, but he'll still come to the line.
And he paid for that.
Boy, watch this move. Nixon, he'll stutter step move, turn his back to Cheeks, and then turn back to the right, make a super pass in traffic. No looker, perfect feed. Wilkes juggled it, but was there to get the foul.
But all's well that ends well, because that foul goes against Floyd.
He said dearly.
Dearly.
This one isn't over yet. Now we got another quarter.
Right you are. Hot Rod, very perceptive on your part on this Saturday
Thank you very much, Brent. You're not going to go out to L.A. and try and get even until they lose this one.
So Bobby Jones on the floor with Steve Mix, Caldwell Jones, Maurice Cheeks, and Julius Erving in the backcourt now. Actually, Julius is more like Magic Johnson, a rover out there for Billy C. He'll go a little bit of every place. That's time left, third period. Send it back to the mixer. Cooper rebound, and he has contributed 10 points off Westhead's bench here this afternoon.
He's yelling for one shot, Paul Westhead, and now Nixon will slow her up.
They should watch Cooper, and Nixon will come in himself. Left-hand layup and went high and got it. And Norm Nixon now with 21 points. And the end of the third period, Rush, you were right. Nixon has picked up that scoring load for him.
Well, he's setting a good pace for him. And if he can keep that up, he'll be in pretty good shape.
We are back for the final period from the sold-out Spectrum in Philadelphia, with the 76ers trailing for the third time by 19 points, and their fans trying to urge them on now.
Now, what the Lakers are going to have to guard against is the same thing that the 76ers had to guard against in Los Angeles last game, when you had a big lead going in the last quarter. And what happens is they vary their speed. They don't want to keep running, but they don't want to slow all the way down. And so there are two speeds you have to be careful of: fast and half fast. They've got to be either fast or slow.
Johnson.
And Magic again was left wide open, some 16 feet away from the hoop. You got to get up and play it. Alex back off of it.
Irving went into Mix, and Landsberger fouled him. And now, gentlemen, if this holds up, I would have to think that Paul Westhead made an intelligent move in suspending Spencer Haywood. After the second game, there seemed to be some disruption around the Lakers. It was not smooth in that locker room. But yet, Westhead went ahead and suspended a man he probably could have used the rest of the way, and that may have drawn the rest of these guys together. Irving outside, because I want to pass along a little conversation. I was in the locker room talking to Jones. We're getting ready to do some things with him, and Jones saw Spencer coming across the room, and Spencer said, "They've already suspended me." And Jones said, "You've got only yourself to blame, big fella, only yourself." And that seemed to be how the team felt about it. He had missed a practice, he'd fallen asleep at another one, and they didn't like the way he threw the towel at the basket as he was leaving the forum after the second game loss. Spencer then asked for a meeting with the owner of the team, Jerry Buss, and Buss upheld his coach. And so the Lakers, with a man short, have come here into Philadelphia, the Spectrum. And they have played extremely well here this afternoon. The pressure is squarely now on the shoulders of the champions of the Eastern Conference, the 76ers.
Irving got 2 free throws. He was fouled by Magic on that play, leaning in with a jump shot.
Here's Magic coming down to challenge Caldwell, Landsberger on the other side. It'll be mixed, battling it off. Now it's Maurice Cheeks for the Sixers. Pull up outside on its way. Caldwell Jones tracks it down. Inside, a pretty pass to Cheeks with the left hand. And the Sixers hope to regroup now for the run.
They got to push the ball up the floor every time. I'm speaking of Philadelphia, as they did on that play. Don't walk the ball up. Bring it right at them.
Now, if they're going to try to get old Mo on their side, that's momentum, right? As I said the last game,
Collins.
momentum starts with defense.
Here's Irving.
So there they got to go in and take it to him.
Cheeks takes it inside that time. A chance for a three-pointer. Hotline, just what you called for.
Beautiful feed by Irving. He almost walked to the ball. He's trying to go up. Watch Julius. Go up and almost came down with it. Bounced it underneath. And as Cheeks went to the hoop, he was fouled by Landsberger. A chance at a three-pointer.
And look who's back. Let's put it into perspective. Kareem was watching the last couple of trips down the floor. No one wants a world championship any more than that man right there. That's his age, 33. There's only 8 players in this league any older than he is. We have, through the years, taken Kareem Abdul-Jabbar for granted. With all fairness to Bill Russell, I think you may be looking at the greatest center to ever play in this league. Now, Russell, I know you're going to jump all over me, and Wilt Chamberlain's waiting for me in L.A., but I think the man's had an incredible career.
I think you're entitled to your opinion,
Thank you very
Brent,
much.
and you can say it as much as you like. And Darrell Getson had to go over to the scorers to make sure they knew who the foul was on and why it was he called it and who was shooting.
And that's Mr. Cheeks.
And we saw in the replay, Landsberger fouled him, number 3.
We got it all.
No question about it. Kareem had checked back in. Cheeks misfires, chance for a three-pointer. It is 86-71 with 10:16 to go. Free throws, 7 of 11 for the 76ers, 18 of 24 for L.A. Collins, pull up. Yanked away by Julius. The Doctor rolls to the middle.
That's what they need off the Doctor. Go to the offensive board. Beautiful play by Julius. I never seen anyone that could extend his arm like that and have control of the ball and still shoot it up and in as he did on that play.
And now the Lakers are at that speed I was talking about that they shouldn't be playing at. They're not really setting it up that well, and they're not running it. They're not making the transition, the things that cause them to get their lead.
1 second on the shot clock. The 76ers get a turnover. It is their turn to make the run. The Doctor had it knocked away. Cheeks gets it back, and there's a whistle outside.
That foul is going to be against Julius Irving, a loose ball foul. But a moment ago, here's Irving floating. Look how far he extends his right arm. And then softly put the shot up and got the field goal for Philadelphia. However, it'll be Laker ball.
Lead is down to 13. The rush with Cooper checking in.
And they have not made the transition game, which is the most important part of their game, from offense to defense. They have not exploited that at all in this quarter.
And that time they did a fine job of keeping Kareem away from the offensive board. 3 Philadelphia big men blocked out properly, and the Lakers lose the ball out of bounds to Philadelphia.
Cheeks sends it to Hollins. Pull up outside. Run down by the Doctor as the ball was going. Now we've got a whistle by Rush and a call underneath.
Foul is against Julius Irving. Another loose ball foul, and the Doctor away from the ball. That's twice in the last 4 times down that he's had to foul, chasing after a ball that was knocked away.
3 on Irving.
Talking about wanting a ring in the World Championship about Kareem. This man would love to prove that he could win a World Championship, Julius Irving. But he played, of course, in an ABA championship, but never with an NBA team.
They were beaten by Portland in 6 games back in '77. 5 players from that squad still here with Billy C today. Kareem now maneuvering on that little jump shot. There are 55 plays in the Laker playbook, and Paul Westhead will admit that most of them are designed to get the ball to the big guy.
And he had a lot of time that time to get his rhythm on the play, and he hit the jumper.
A runner by Caldwell. Jones went high on the glass. A pretty shot. 14 now for C.J. Hollins picks up Magic High. Here's Kareem again. Underhanded roll, and he took a shot in the face.
They're not rolling in there to help him out either. Caldwell Jones is playing him strictly on his own, There's no way he could stop Kareem if he doesn't get help from those guards to seal up the middle.
Cheeks outside, short, Wilkes rebound. 7:58. Last time the Lakers won in the Spectrum, February 5th, 1975. They've lost for 9 straight times, including a 1-point setback on CBS earlier this year. Abdul-Jabbar maneuvering, backs in, goes to the turnaround. That time he was short. Magic saved it, sends it back now to Cooper. Magic at the right baseline, holds for Kareem, who rolls the hook in, and Abdul-Jabbar now is up to 27.
That was a super feed by Magic, too. Very unselfish play. Could have taken a shot, but he double pumped and dropped it right in. Here's Magic. Look at that double kick right down to Kareem, rolling to the baseline. The sky hook hits home, and the Lakers are back up by 17. Now we've got a timeout. We'll be
30 in each of the first 2 games.
That's one of the problems with Philadelphia's game today. Right there, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
Inside to Dawkins, who powers home the dunk.
Oh, Kareem took his hands and put them right up in a ball in front of him. He said, I'm getting out of here. Watch Kareem. He said, uh-oh, watch his hands.
Well, he didn't want to get the other foul.
You bet.
And the other thing is, Philadelphia still has a minute, 2 minutes to get back into this game. They fell back a little bit, but they still got to get it down to 10 or around there.
Big offensive rebound by Jones after Wilkes had missed it by outside. Magic now on the right side. Hollins watching him, backing off to Kareem, now going with Magic.
No help.
Missing and tapped in by Johnson on the left side.
Now, they cannot let that happen. See, now what Magic Johnson is doing is setting the ball up. He's starting his offense from the guard position. But once he passes the ball up, he's playing forward because he's in on the offensive boards.
Nixon to return. Julius maneuvering, and it's Hollins on its way from the right corner. 94-79 rush. Now it's 6:25.
Dawkins is really starting to lean on Kareem down low, away from the ball. Really fighting.
Stolen by Bobby Jones. The lead now to Cheeks, and Cheeks of Cruz. Bobby Jones with another one of those great defensive plays.
They're only down 13. There's time left. 6 minutes and 5 seconds.
Double team the ball. Magic under pressure. Finally gets it to Cooper. Bobby Jones watching as Kareem came inside. No basket. As he turned the corner on Dawkins, he was fouled. And Daryl Dawkins has fouled out. If our statistics are correct, for the second time, they are. Daryl Dawkins is out.
Of course, you know, he played him well away from the ball, Musling, but once Kareem got the ball, he got very little help as Caldwell Jones was in that same position, and here was the foul that got him out of the game. Before that dunk, he got him on the drive.
Dawkins fouls out with 21 points, 9 rebounds.
And they hadn't made a substitution, and L.A. threw the ball in, and Philly only had 4. The Celtics only had 4 players on the team, and Cunningham was upset that because the referees didn't know it and hold the ball until they got a substitute in there. You have, I think, a minute and a half or 2 minutes to put a substitute in.
Nixon and Bobby Jones rebounds. So the defensive play and now the rebound. And here comes Hollins. Goes to Cheeks. Hollins maneuvers. Left-handed jumper on his way. And Hollins warming up. And he can shoot outside when he gets hot. He's a streak shooter. 94-83, they're back to within 11. Remember, it was 19. 5:29. Hollins sticking right with Magic. Now it's up to Caldwell Jones to outplay Kareem, or at least stay even. Magic coming up inside, drew the foul.
Got a good feed from Kareem. Out looking at the basket, dropped it right in, and Magic smartly put it to draw that foul. Get good position under the basket, left side. 14 fouls on Philadelphia, 3 on L.A. And 5:21 left in the game.
Caldwell Jones playing with 4 fouls, Hot Rod.
He'll play him, I think, better than Dawkins did. He won't make those, I don't want to say silly fouls, but more or less senseless fouls. But you don't want to give that foul to him when he's away from the hoop. Make him work a little harder.
96-83. Hollins runs it down. Cooper on him, and Lyle dishes to the middle. And fortunately for the Sixers, Cheeks was right there. Off to Hollins again. He's on his way.
They needed that one.
He's the hot hand right now.
And they're down to 11 with the 5 minutes to go, which is in pretty good shape.
Kareem wanted Jamal, and Bobby Jones took him away that time. So Kareem comes up hooking a little far outside, and it was Magic Johnson who has cleaned up twice inside with 2 enormous offensive rebounds.
The 76ers wasted an opportunity, and they couldn't have a better chance. Kareem would take one of the rare shots that you don't expect him to make, and then let someone come up with an offensive foul, rebound, and you can't do things like that.
That's the biggest play of the game to this point. If Philadelphia had that ball, they'd really been in good shape.
Hollins is out, and Bibby in, and Bill, is Hollins tired? I'm surprised because he's got the hot shooting hand.
That surprises me, too. I would have to think he would be coming right back in. He is the one that has brought him back with his deadly jump shooting.
Irving wanted to jump pass to Cheeks, and it'll be Jamal taking a pass from Magic. Missing, and Bobby Jones clubbed by Cooper from behind. Bobby's okay. He was hit hard accidentally. Cooper raises his arm and heads back down the floor. Boy, he really tomahawked BJ
Here it
that
is.
time.
Coming in is Wilkes trying to reverse. The shot a little short, and you'll see Coop right there, 21, crashing into Bobby Jones from behind. And now we're in the penalty. The Lakers are over the limit. Bobby Jones will get 2 as Lionel Hollins sits on the Philadelphia bench.
Bobby Jones comes to the free throw line. For the game, Hollins has 10, but 6 of them right here down the stretch. He's also dished out 6 assists. Bibby with 2 points in the first half.
Boy, they are missing big free throws. Bobby not even close on that one. Very short. Only 4 points today for Bobby Jones.
Now the pressure after the made free throw. And Westhead will counter with a timeout for the Lakers. We've got 4 minutes and 22 seconds to go. Kareem comes to the strong side and trying to battle his way through Caldwell Jones that time. And Caldwell has assessed the personal, and that's going to be number 5.
You watch him roll out of there. He's trying to establish position. Kareem holding his arm up. Now he can't get the ball, so he wants to roll away, and there is where Caldwell Jones grabbed him. And Abdul-Jabbar is as good as any center at recircling, going around, and making a defensive player overcommit.
Russ, the Lakers right now are 21 of 27 from the line. Philadelphia 10 of 14, but look at that rebounding difference in this game.
60 to 39. That 21 rebound difference is just too much. And there are a lot of reasons for that. The Lakers are playing a little better defense, obviously, but the type of shots that the 76ers are taking would make it necessary for them to be out-rebounded.
Bobby Jones hits a field goal.
Their offense right now is dependent on 15 to 20-foot shots. And you cannot offensive rebound those shots very well. The Lakers, a lot of their rebounds have been offensive rebounds because the shots they've taken have been soft shots that are relatively easy to rebound on the offensive end.
Caldwell was fronting Kareem. He got the pass anyhow on the turnaround. Went to the shot. Give you an idea, Russ, about the Lakers' attack. As Hot Rod pointed out, Philly held Boston under 105 times. Lakers are at 102 with 324.
Three-pointer by Julius Irving.
So our first three-pointer in this game.
That's most unusual for the doctor to even take one out there. But time's certainly a factor, and I'm sure that's why he raised up.
Kareem. 3 seconds on the shot clock. And Bibby is off. 102-91. They lose it back, and it's Wilkes.
Forgot something.
Michael Cooper went to the ball that time, and it's 104-91, 246. Julius didn't take it that time. They went inside to Bobby Jones.
Now the Lakers will use as much as the clock as they can. Philadelphia, on the other hand, defensively, have got to come out and pressure everyone. They got to start denying the ball.
Norman winds it down. Hot Rod inside of 10 seconds on the shot clock. Off Bobby Jones and off the glass, and here's Cheeks.
3-on-1.
Cheeks goes to the doctor, who's hold up and score it. Nixon fouled him. That's his 4th, and the doctor got the field goal anyway. This is what he tried to stop.
Look at this view right through the glass, the backboard. Perfect 3-on-1. Left side, Doctor hanging, swooping, and scoring, and foul by Nixon, and the basket counts. 9-point game. It could go to 8. If Irving hits, and we got 2:16 left in the game.
There's plenty of basketball left, Rodney.
You bet. They still got a shot at it. Of course, there's several things they're going to have to do at both ends.
Free throw, 104-96.
Zone pressure.
And they got it back. Cheeks. Bobby Jones and a whistle. It goes over to the Lakers.
I believe he turned the ball over. Traveling call. Look at Billy C. Oh, is he upset? They put on the zone pressure defense and made it steal. But then Cheeks called for traveling. Here it is. Maurice faked, went up. I didn't see it there on the second one. Now the whistle. Here's another angle. Cheeks for the steal. Puts it on the floor.
Meanwhile, the Lakers are bringing it up.
Didn't look like traveling to me, Brent.
Well, if the ball did not hit the backboard, then it's a
Jamal's
violation.
open, up high on the glass.
And it looks like it might have not hit anything. If you cannot rebound your own shot if it doesn't hit the backboard.
Billy
It's like
Cunningham
passing to yourself.
experience.
And that's what the violation that was called.
Let's take another look at it, see if the shot hit the glass.
Now, Cheeks will come up with the ball. Now, he takes a shot. Now, if the shot doesn't hit anything, it didn't hit anything. It didn't hit the backboard. If it didn't hit the backboard, it's a violation.
I thought it hit the backboard.
No, Rodney.
It was short.
All right, I'm outvoted 2-1. Good call, referees, good call.
Good pickup, Russ. I didn't know that. Timeout. Back now, and Ed Rush has just confirmed what Bill Russell picked up on the replay, that the ball did not hit the glass, so it was a good call. You obviously cannot catch your own shot in a situation like that, or you can throw the ball to yourself.
And what a pair of eyes you got, Russ.
No wonder you were always coming through with the big play.
That was the call, and it's a correct one to make.
154, Cheeks on the penetration, and they've turned it over off Caldwell Jones' hands. 151, 106-96.
If the 76ers are going to catch him, this has got to be the play this time down right now. They've got to come up with the ball.
Cooper had Jamal, didn't see him, but they want to slow it down and use up the clock. Kareem hands to Johnson. Magic will drop it back to Kareem. We'll get inside now. 5 seconds on that shot clock when he hooks it up. Loose, and here's Cheeks. Nixon retreats. Cheeks will come around. Irvin inside, swoops for the layup. And Maurice Cheeks with a big hoop. 18 points for the game. 8-point game. They double team the ball. Cooper hands to Nixon.
They can't afford to foul either. They're in the penalty.
Here's Magic. Shot clock inside of 10. Cooper in the middle. Kareem to the glass. Too much spin, and Jamal Wilkes has it battled away by Caldwell and went back after it. Hanging in the air, missed. Caldwell Jones is fouled by Jamal.
That's twice he put shots up he should not have taken.
I'm surprised he didn't pass the ball back outside.
Right, and then he commits a foul. Here's Kareem's miss. Wilkes right there should have taken it back out. It was blocked. He'll go get the ball back, take another shot, and miss it, and then commit the foul. Here's his second miss. Now he'll come in his anxiety to get the ball, and he fouls Caldwell Jones.
And Caldwell comes up to that free throw line at the 59-second mark, 106-98.
With 3 chances to make 2.
They could cut her to 6, and with full court pressure, anything could happen. If they could get a steal, they'd still have a chance. Of course, he's got to hit these free throws.
Cunningham and Domenico out with Julius for a 20-second injury timeout, and Billy checking quickly with Rush, and Billy C will use the opportunity to pass along probably more information than Domenico will medicine in this situation. They had the 20-second injury timeout to give, and I do believe that's just a towel.
Yeah, he says that he could say all he's got to say in 20 seconds anyway.
They retreat. And Caldwell Jones with those 2 critical free throws. Coming up right now. 106-98. That's the time left in regulation. 59 seconds. An 8-point difference.
If he can make these 2, then the 3-pointer may become a very important part of this game. If Philadelphia can make it. Now they've got to stop the Lakers the next time down, especially if he makes this.
Well, you know they're going to put on zone pressure here, at least I would think, and the Lakers have got to keep at least 3 people in that backcourt for an outlet.
But
Short.
the Philadelphia defense is, they are not necessarily a good full-court pressing team.
Nixon dribbled up on it. Gave it over to Magic. Holds, cross to Cooper.
Spread them out, just move the ball.
Magic comes down the middle, dishes off to Jamal, and they send it back to Cooper, and they work it around the horn. Shot clock down at 3, and they finally get it to Kareem. Rolled in the hook shot.
And that's
108-99, and
the
now
name
to
of the
do it.
game.
That was perfect execution. Run the ball around and then drop it into the big fella, but he put the hook down.
Three-pointer. Hollins tracks it down, retreats, and then dishes inside to Bobby Jones. Jones hits it to make it 108-101. 25 seconds. Nixon quickly to the attack. And Bobby Jones fouled Norm Nixon with 21 seconds to go. Hot Rod and Bill, we look ahead to tomorrow's game, game number 4, which is going to start at 3 o'clock. And I believe the 76ers will come out absolutely smoking tomorrow in that game.
They will have to.
I think you'll see a very different Philadelphia team from the start. Both of you have made the observation that their defense was a little bit lax. I think they'll simply go out after the ball tomorrow.
They got to come out quicker than they did today. They were down 10-2 as Kareem goes off, and his teammates slap his hands and say, way to go, big guy. But they're slow start. They buried themselves early and never got out of the hole.
And they're going to have to not be so dependent on the long shot to start the game. They were depending on 20-footers to start the game, and I think they're going to have to go inside and challenge the big guy and see if they can maybe get him in foul trouble.
Jamal checks the clock. As time runs down, Magic bats one in left-handed.
And she's over.
That's it. 111 to 101. Los Angeles wins the third game and takes a 2-1 series edge. And again, I will remind you, Game 4 of the NBA World Championship Series will be tomorrow on CBS, right here in the Spectrum. Billy Cunningham and the 76ers starting right now. We'll go to regroup, and we'll come out smoking against Los Angeles as the Lakers have regained the home court advantage. And Game 5, of course, will be back in L.A. The Lakers came in here hoping for just a split. They've clinched that.